words that my drunken father used to punctuate each slap and punch he gave my mother. Silence also has power. My mother shushed me while we spied on my father from a dark alleyway, watching him kiss another woman in our station wagon. I was only 2 years old, and I didn't understand. I just knew that Mother wanted me to be quiet. Then there are the words you dread hearing. I learned those early, too, when I saw my little sister asleep, cradled in the white coffin as they closed the lid to bury her. As they lowered Sherry into the ground, I cried and begged them not to put her there because she would be afraid of the dark. I know this because my mother recorded my torturous words on the tear-stained page of my baby book. When I started school, I found the power of the written word. It was 1960, the year that the Freedom 7 went into space. Our class wrote letters to the original 7 astronauts. Imagine my delight when Alan Shepard wrote back and sent autographed photos of all the original astronauts. My teacher gave me a gift that would last a lifetime because she taught me the power of having an authentic audience. I also learned how powerfully painful words can be. There are the echoes of my mother's voice in my head telling me I had had enough to eat and I couldn't have any more because she didn't want me to be fat like her. I would lie in bed at the age of 7, crying from hunger, wishing that there were foods that you could eat that didn't make you fat. My tummy would rumble as the tears trickled into my ears. I stared at the ceiling, crying myself to sleep. My mother's words often made me hide in shame. You have such a pretty face. If only you weren't so fat. My friend said, you have such pretty legs. If only you weren't so fat. If only you weren't so fat. A litany that echoed through my life and still haunts me. Mother knew how to make her words cut through like a knife. I had to make her coffee before taking my brother to his bus and then catch my own bus to high school. One morning I was late and didn't make the coffee, but I did get my brother to his bus on time. Later, Mother came and checked me out of school. She told me that my grandmother had had a heart attack. Before she viciously turned on me and said, "And you didn't make the coffee this morning, and Mom had to make it." Mother's words drove me even further into silence, creating a chasm we never fully crossed. The power of Mother's painful words refracted in my life, so I turned to my books and poetry journals for solace. I read constantly and defended myself with silence. When I read, the outside world disappeared. My poetry journals were my best friends. Writing became my form of therapy. Words, books, and school were my safe places. It didn't matter if I was fat or ugly, I was smart, which brought acceptance and respect in the classroom. Being a good writer was just the icing on the cake for me. I still love words and books. I immerse myself in English, in teaching, and in learning. Writing has helped me to find my voice again, to write my own life. Writing is the one place where I am free to be me, and I have great respect for the power it has given me. Words do have power.